This is Shadow Splice from Shadow Splice Gaming. Today we will be playing Dark Souls, one of my most favorite games of all time. I love it. It kills me a lot. I still have not yet beaten it, but I have gotten further enough that I feel like this is a great enough game to share with other people. So, I'm going to hop straight into it. And when I say it is difficult, this game is hell. We are playing Dark Souls 1. I know they have made 2 other installments on the series, and in due time I will probably introduce the other 2. But I love Dark Souls 1. It is beautiful for the time that it was created in. It is a mess. As you can see, I've created, I would only say amount to like one of those characters, but further enough, I have put several time and effort into this game. It is unreal. So, the character customization in Dark Souls is hell. I mean, I think everything in Dark Souls is hell. So, I'm not gonna spend too much time in it. I have spent time in it. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna start off dead anyway. But I'm just gonna start off. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not Final Fantasy as far as it comes in character customization. You kind of see why. But I love the Thief class. If you can tell, most people choose differently. Doesn't matter, people swing which way. But I like to be able to roll. You'll see why. And here we go. Amazing intro.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scaleless, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Leave it to From Software to start the game off with a bang. I mean, I normally hate cutscenes. I skip every single one of them. But that was beautiful. It set the game perfectly. And then you come down this dark corridor, you see everything.
Yes, indeed.
You get to see some of
The dark side brands the
undead. And you're like, damn.
And in this land,
What the hell did I get myself into?
the undead are corralled and led to the north.
I will get out of... Today we will be doing what I consider the tutorial, if there is one in Dark Souls.
Where they are locked away
But
to await the end of the
you
world.
kind of see like that. You start in, you come into this jail cell, you see yourself, which isn't even the character you created. You're like, what the fuck? But
This
with all
is
being
your
said,
fate.
there is souls. So, yeah. Random body hits the floor with a key. I mean, Ex Machina of all time, perhaps? No, just... And not a word. I mean, whoever that guy is, just... I curse him for what he knows he's doing. I'm not gonna spend too much time explaining the controls. I know what I'm doing for the most part. And it's pretty much run and kill stuff with the occasional lore later on in the game. Here, it's just a brief peek how Dark Souls works. Kinda. As I slaughter the defenseless, something I hate doing, but I don't consider the creatures defenseless. I mean, if you see them around, they're hell. Every single time. Just gonna light that bonfires are everything. Any Dark Souls is not going to tell you that, and then they just keep showing up less and less because fuck you, player. But let's just get to it. Something I learned my second time playing this game: how to avoid a boss fight. Second bonfire, and I get to go up and taunt the boss. I mean, I am gonna kill him later, or better yet, he is gonna kill me later because I'm not even good at that yet. The way that I beat him the first time, firebomb to the face. But this time, if you noticed in my character customization, you get a gift, which you get to start off with. There are certain things that do better than others. But since I know how to kill it by other standards, I don't have to throw a firebomb at it this time. At least I hope so. So I got my shield, and then I'm chasing this guy down. Yay! Alright. So I'm entering the white light. Wasting no time into it. And now, if you couldn't tell, my device that I am using captures every 9 minutes, so I apologize for the jumpiness. I am working on it. This is like my first video, so it's a work in progress. But I think I'm doing a good job. Trap of the Ages. I didn't even see it coming the first time. The third and fourth time, I still fell for it. You go through this hole, which I didn't find until like 50
you.
minutes later, the first time I played this game.
You're no Hollow.
I am terrible.
Thank goodness.
You talk to this guy.
I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon.
And then I'm gonna let him take it
then
away
lose
because,
my sanity. I wish to ask something of you.
again, he has his story.
You and I were both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I would hate and thank.
And my main man on the floor over there has just given me the power of Coke Zero. Or whatever drink that you think is in Estus flask, because I don't know about you, but that drink is heavy. Anyway, one of the dumbest mechanics in the game, perhaps? Drinking in the middle of a battle. But you're still screwed anyway, so Dark Souls. Because I know these guys are hiding around the corner. Yeah. And who says that? So, yeah, and then just gonna take my occasional arrow. So, the boss that I ran away from, because this is considered tutorial level boss level. I mean, what the fuck, Dark Souls? I mean, what was From Software thinking when they were just like, oh, I'm dead. I'm done. There's no hope. There's no hope. I'm done. There's no hope. I can drink my Coke, but there's no hope for me. Yeah, and I can't exit. So yeah, how not to fight this guy. So you can see your sword does so much damage. But my knife can only do so much damage. I will be getting better weapons as I go on. I know where better weapon sites are. Uchi Katana. And that is probably going to be in the next video when I grab it. But reboot. Yay! I'm not even going to waste time with these people. Favorite thing about Dark Souls, if I can pull it off. Come here, come here, come here, come on, I want to show you something. And drop. The executions in this game. It's even bad when the creatures in this game can do it to you. So, creatures and people, actually. So, it's kind of one of the most amazing things, because you're like, next thing you know, you're slaughtering this guy, but this guy has this amazing execution animation on you, and you're like, oh shit, I fucked up. So yeah, they're dropping. Just gonna slaughter 2 for 1. I don't even care about it. So the gift that I chose, because each time you can pick whatever gift you want. If you're not a thief, Master Key is probably the best you can get. This is what I fucked it up again. Why? what you should do from that balcony is try to Mario. Instead of planning on it, you're gonna shove your sword right into his back, which is actually very easy. I don't know why I keep messing it up. But reboot number 3. I'm making this look very difficult, and it really is. Like, so yeah, get over here. Get over here. Get over here. There you go. Just gonna run up these stairs, act like nothing has happened. Oh yeah, the ghosts of other people that are playing this game. I mean, this game is online if you want it to be. It makes it even more hell, or even better. I don't know. It depends on how you see it. And you can see other people fail or triumph, whichever happens. I think I'm gonna use my item. So the item that I chose, the first time I chose a fire, did a shit ton of damage to this guy, felt like I was cheating, and I never found that item again until much later on. And I probably should have saved it for a harder, much harder boss. This time I chose Twin Humanities. As you can see, when you die, you can pick up your dead souls and get what you have. So yeah, I popped my Twin Humanities. It can heal me if I take too much damage. But what it really does, it can make me human once I get to the right place. Here's the execution that I wanted. It took half of his health away, and that it makes it a significantly easier boss fight. I would run up the stairs and do it again, but Dark Souls wants their game to be difficult. So yeah, this should be much easier, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna drink my Coke in battle Coke, and yeah. So I chose Thief because the ability to roll and run from battle is a must-have. Everyone's like, oh, you must have the best armor. You must be so protected. True, I might easily die, but shit, I might actually die. I might actually die. I'm just gonna drink my Coke. Nope. I'm dead. With such little health. Just a moment. So yeah, finally killed this guy. Gives you loot. Yeah. It sucks I couldn't show it on camera, but the time I did it, it was past the 9-minute mark, and I couldn't like pause in battle. So there will be more boss fights. I will do my best to capture them on camera, or I would just ultimately die and redo it again, but I didn't want to waste too much time on this guy. So we exit these doors. Or just run through here again. So, from us, you will be coming back just to show off. This is not the end. So you run through here, everything's dead unless you light a bonfire and regenerate your enemies. If you couldn't tell, that happens for some reason. And yeah, I'm just gonna run through here. Everything's dead. Only thing that doesn't regenerate after you rekindle a bonfire, I think it's rekindle. And the only thing that doesn't regenerate is the bosses that you've slain. Anything that's not a boss, I'm gonna go slaughter this guy, because remember this guy, he will be a problem much later on, along with his buddies, but like much for the next 2 areas later on. Yeah, that door's locked, so you will be coming back here if you ever do play this, or you can choose not to come back here. It's ultimately your choice. I'm just gonna drop down here because when has fall damage ever killed anyone? And yeah, leaving it to the second amazing cutscene. Just walking. Become Birdman.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead should be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Alright, so we have now arrived at the Firelink Shrine, and next time I will fight everything up until the dragon really protects Bridge very well, and it will be very interesting. Goodbye, and until next time.